Hello.
Hi, hearing me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Your screen is black.
Situations,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
even your video is
I
very clear.
think your voice is not coming to me, right? So I have no reference point to understand whether my voice is going to. But that's fine. I think we can start with whatever we have, since we have lost some 10
So,
minutes already. So it would be wise to just
yes,
go ahead with whatever we have.
yes. uh,
Okay, your
Okay.
voice is breaking. Okay, okay. See, I think this is the very first time that we are meeting, so let me just quickly give you a round of introduction for myself. You can also tell me something about yourself, and then we can begin with whatever we have. Okay. So my name is Anunna. I am originally from Calcutta, but currently I reside in Delhi. I'm working as a PhD research scholar in English at JNU New Delhi. I also used to teach at a state university before this as a guest lecturer of communicative English, and I have a total experience of around 7 years. So that's more or less about me. Could you tell me something about yourself?
Yeah, well, so when it comes to my introduction, that I'm coming from Uttar Pradesh, Azamgarh, but now I have settled in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it's been more than
Mm-hmm.
2 decades that I have been staying in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And when it comes to the
Mm-hmm.
qualification, that I have completed my schools, my college from the Modern College Uttar Pradesh, Azamgarh, and in 2007 or 8. Then after completion of the
Mm-hmm.
schools, college, that I moved from Mumbai, from my native place to Mumbai, and I started working at a restaurant. So
Okay.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a job at the restaurant. And while working that, I thought, like I was just working. I thought maybe I
Mm-hmm.
was not recognized in the management. So the management will, might not recognize me just because hard work. So I thought I should do some
Mm-hmm.
extra qualifications. So I have done 1.5 year diploma in hospitality travel customer service from Franklin Institute in Maharashtra,
Okay.
in Maharashtra, Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's great.
only that what I have failed that recognizes my qualifications was little elevated in the
Hmm. Uh, your voice is breaking again. I'm really sorry. I can't hear you again. It was coming before this, but now it's again broken.
Mhm.
Can't hear you.
Okay, let me go to a new place where I used to talk and was getting good
Yeah, I
network.
think
Let me
that
go to
would be
that
better. I
place.
can hear you.
1 minute.
I can hear you again, but I think it would be better if you can go to a familiar place where you know that you will get the network.
Because this place has good internet connectivity and all other places not having good connectivity.
Um,
So I want,
yeah, that might happen. No worries.
please, just 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, can you
Yeah,
hear me now? Okay, I think
yeah,
this
I
is much
can.
better. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I can.
yeah. Okay.
I could hear you from the beginning since we joined, and
Hmm.
also uh, like your audio and video both were perfect,
Hmm.
were audible.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I think
Now
somewhere was
I think I
facing.
can see you perfectly.
Hmm,
I can
all
see
right,
you
all right,
perfectly.
fine. So I was like talking about myself.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
like after completion of the diploma from Franklin Institute in 2014, then then the management had recognized my skills and talent, and
Hmm.
they had promoted me from the senior writer to the captain, and that way that gradually moved ahead, and after spending 10 years that I got the position of the manager. Now I'm working as a restaurant manager. I hope this
Oh.
introduction is quite enough for us, for you
Yeah,
to
yeah.
know about me. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Could you, in very short, before we move on to the topic of the day, tell me a little bit about your journey with English so far? I mean, what kinds of challenges do you face right now? Where do you think you suffer the most?
Uh, when it comes to the topic to talk, some some unfamiliar topic. Like then I started
Hmm.
searching the word. I started buffering
Okay.
the correct word in the sentences. But something that I have already spoken, like I've given my introduction. I'm addicted to these
Hmm.
introductions because I have been on these
Giving
platforms
it.
more than I've
Hmm.
attended. Yeah, 20 sessions that
Hmm.
I've attended. So it's like a mug up. It's
Yeah.
like recited already. So things flow
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
naturally. So, but
Right.
when you give the topic, new topic, some
Hmm.
unfamiliar, which I'm not
Hmm.
familiar. So where I
Hmm.
get
Hmm.
is that, and
I
I think
understand.
sentences structures. I was looking at first, the
Hmm.
sentences structures, and the second thing what I was looking at the advanced vocabulary, like the not
Right.
normal vocabulary, and maybe I'm a
Right.
short of the vocabulary. So yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm here at this platform, and I wanted to be better at this communication, at this especially vocabulary.
Okay, I will obviously give you some tips and tricks to work through, at least for the vocabulary part, because that is something that needs a lot of active practice. So I'll tell you what all you can do, obviously, but I think it's better to have a conversation first. What I also like to do in my sessions generally is divide the class into two parts. And the first, I generally like to address the spontaneous speaking fear that a lot of people have. So I like to just come up with random topics and ask people questions so that they can feel more comfortable doing that later on in real life situations as well. But since today we don't really have that kind of time, we will jump straight to the topic, which is also fine because
Yeah.
it would really not be a topic that you have already covered. So it would be a new subject as well. So you can just talk a little bit on that, and I'll see where you're facing problems so that I can also correct those and give you some tips on these apart from helping you with the vocabulary part. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So today's topic
yeah.
is what would happen if this was to be your last day on planet Earth. So can you tell me, are you someone who's hopeful about the future, who's optimistic about the future?
Mm, yes, actually, I'm one of those persons that always believe in hard work because the journey that I have informed you about myself, like I started coming from a very small cities, small towns like Azamgarh district, which
Hmm.
maybe
Hmm.
hardly, very few people knows about the Azamgarh. So coming from that countryside to a big city like Mumbai, and then it started working, and then it struggle, and then face challenges, and then you know. Uh, got the success, whatever little that I have today. So I believe in hard work. So the optimist, I think I can say, I believe that if you work hard, if you believe in your dream, if you believe in your goals, so definitely you're going to achieve that. Nobody can prevent
Right.
you. But it's all how you are disciplined, how well you are disciplined, because discipline matters a lot. Discipline make a momentum, and momentum makes confidence or success. So I believe like if you're just thinking of planning and you're not doing physically, you're not activating or executing your plan. So you're not going to get
Mm-hmm.
that things
I,
what you're looking for. So to be honest with yourself first and do that with honesty, 100% you're going to achieve that.
I understand. So, who would be the last person you would like to meet if the world was ending today, and why?
Sorry, and I didn't get you.
Yes, who would be the last person that you would like to meet if the world was
Hmm.
ending today, and why?
Mm, yeah, I think to be honest, I would like to see my mom and my father because those are people that who has given me this life. Those are the people who has always guided me, always has been there.
Hmm.
So last person that I would like to see before dying or before moving from this world to another
Hmm.
world, which I believe because
Hmm.
being from coming from the Muslim community that we believe that we are when we die, that we will be moving from this planets to another planets or this world to another world. So I would like to say that it will be my parent.
Right. Okay, I understand. If you had to
Yeah.
recall your most memorable moment from this life, what would it be?
I don't can't figure it out. Maybe the most memorable moment. But let me tell you that childhood, the moment, that that would be the awesome. That is something always wanting to go back. Oh, and
Hmm.
now, the pressures working at the restaurants or any field that when you're holding a top positions in any organizations, you must be carrying a burden on over your shoulder. So sometimes we feel like that the childhood was a great moment or
Hmm.
time. So I always
Hmm.
wanted to go back to the childhood time.
Right. Okay, I understand. Now, what is that one thing that you'd regret not doing in your life if the world was to end today?
What would be- I mean, you know, uh, what would be things that I would regret if I don't.
Hmm. Anything that you'd regret not doing? Any particular wish that you
Uh,
have, you still want to do it?
yeah, that at one point that I always wanted, that to work on my physical body, which I'm
Hmm.
not able to just because of the tight schedules and just because of the busyness at work. And the one thing that really I'm planning, but I'm not able to do, I'm not able to, start the gymming. So that's what I
Hmm.
regret, really regret. And also the most, which is really something I would say, that the quality
Hmm.
that I give to my children,
Hmm.
regret before right because the qualification which I haven't got, which I couldn't, which I haven't got from the
Right.
parents, or yeah, whatever the
Right.
reason. Because, like I said, I'm coming from countryside. The people were not like you know encourages their children for a study 20 years back.
Hmm.
But now, in even countryside, people also started encouraging their children for a better educations. But it was not used to be earlier. Earlier, people, okay, fine. If you study, fine. If you don't study, then also fine. Okay, after
Hmm.
reaching a certain age, like 17 or 20, then they send you from that small place to a big city for the better career or for earning purpose.
Hmm.
So that was the culture that used to be culture in my area, especially I'm talking about.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
but rightly, if the one question that you asked me that would be that if I regret, if I not able to do that, if the qualification, if I not be able to give to my children, that would be the biggest regret for me in my life.
I understand. If
Mm,
you get a chance to be born again, what would you like to be born as and why?
mm, mm. Um, this is something interesting. I like to be born again. Uh, Shah Rukh Khan. Yeah.
Why?
Why? Just because I think, son, when he started his careers, that in 1995 or
Yes.
something, before early,
Yes.
90s early. So he didn't know even how to talk. He was
Hmm.
stammering while speaking, while giving the mono dialogue. But
Hmm.
later on, he worked hard and then he became successful. Even those times when he was not able to speak properly, people loved his dialogue, like, ha, Kiran. So, so what was that? It was destiny. It was a luck. But not just only luck, I think Shah Rukh got, but also that he has done hard work.
Hmm.
Today, whatever the achievement that he has accomplished is because of his hard work. And also somewhere, I believe the luck also is with him many times. You know,
Right.
like yeah, when we talk about the beauty and the handsomes about talking, like when it comes to the men, so he was not that one. Where people used to call him, no, he doesn't have that look. He cannot be the actor because he has the kind of the what do you call hair. Look at his hair,
Yeah.
look at his nose, the charismatic nose, and too much hair. So he's and the brown color because when you walk to the film industries, you always the people looking for a fair people. So Shah Rukh didn't have all those things, but he set himself. Uh, you know, he has stuck. What do you call? He structured himself in the field just because of his hard work and in his belief, the confidence that he had. And really, he had walked. But at the same time, I feel that he had a destiny also. I wanted to have the
Hmm.
destiny like Shah Rukh has. So if I rebirth, I want to be reborn as a Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay. All
Like
right.
not
Last
Shah Rukh
question.
Khan, but destiny is
Yeah. Hmm.
quite. Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. But I think there can
Hmm.
be only one Shah Rukh Khan, right? I mean, that's very
Yeah.
dense, probably. But yeah, I'm also a big Shah Rukh fan. I understand where you're coming
Yeah.
from. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Last question: what is one
Hmm.
thing or one person that you would be the most grateful for in this life?
He's my friend. Only one person that he's the grateful always has been. Yeah,
Hmm.
when I spent 15 or 16 years in my town in my childhood, in my native place. So it was
Hmm.
my closest friend. That name is Rehan. He always stood by me. He always helped me. He always, whenever I required, he was there. I never felt anything like whatever I wanted. If I say I want this, he was
Hmm.
there to buy for me.
Hmm.
Even we were like a same age, we just had a little different, 4 or 5 years difference that he was elder to me. But at those times, like we used to play cricket and we make the team and we go from one village to another village to play the game, sports. Like I'm
Hmm.
talking about the cricket. So I didn't have the money. I was not having I was always had the financial condition issue. So it was my friend that who always helped me. He always stood there, whether it's a fee,
Hmm.
entry fees, whether when it comes to the to collect the money for the balls or bat, whenever it needed. So
Hmm.
what we used to do, we used to collect the money from each players. So if I didn't have the money, so I didn't have any issues. Okay, I was not worrying about that thing because I know that Rehan is there. He definitely will come up and help me. So he always given
Hmm.
the money. Uh, he has given his money also with my money also. So that's what's
Right.
it. He's kind of the person in my life that always has been there. Even still he's there. He is still saying that if anything you need, please call me. So
Okay.
that person really always has been close to my heart and been assisted me in every form of requirement of life.
I understand. Okay. All right. Okay. Great. I think you speak really well. So you speak fluently. You know how to speak at length. You don't make a lot of mistakes, so that's great. What you wanted to work on before was obviously, apart from spontaneous speaking, was vocabulary expansion. There's a good book that you can take a look at. Just see if the words there are things that you don't know, words that you don't know, because it's strictly for beginners, I feel. It's called Word Power Made Easy. It's a good book, but only if you're a beginner. If you feel like most of the words there are words you already know, take a look at the PDF. It's available somewhere online. If you know them already, don't use the book. Maybe you can go to better, advanced vocabulary building books. There are multiple available. You can take help from those, but the better
From
way,
where?
the old school way. Yeah, were you saying something?
No, the book you're talking about, where do I get that book?
Yeah, so there is a PDF available. Otherwise, it's available online as well on Amazon and stuff like that. You will find it anywhere. But I am saying
The
that
name
you
of
can try to
that book.
download the PDF first. Yeah, what?
The name of that book,
Yeah,
the
it's
PDF.
called Word Power Made Easy.
Word power
Power Made Easy.
made easy.
Yes.
So
Okay.
see, actually, you know that maybe I might be having 1,000 word or maybe more than 1,000 word, but when it
Hmm.
comes to utilize them in communications,
Yeah.
then you're not
Yeah.
able to find or use them when
Yes,
it
I
comes to exactly.
understand. Yeah.
Most of
Yeah.
the people have this. I have talked with previous mentor about that. They said, okay, Dishad, you can't get everything over the night. Okay, you have to wait. The learning process is not quick. Learning process is a very slow process, especially when it comes to the uh,
Hmm.
vocabulary or something like that. So be patient and go every week 3 words or 2 words. Learn those words, write those words. Make sentences with those 3 words, and then move to the next ones. I started doing since I'm on
Absolutely.
this platform, but
Yes.
it's
Yes.
still like I'm following. There is a one teacher
It
on a
will take
Facebook.
some time.
I,
See, it will always take some time.
mm,
With vocabulary, takes, yeah, takes us a lot of time as
okay.
well. What you can do is, what I try to do is replace and substitute words with yeah, with words that I already know. For example, if there is a new word that I am not I didn't know before, or I'm not familiar with, say a word like rapacious, which basically means extremely greedy. Right. So what I do is I'd write greedy underneath the word. I have a vocabulary copy, and that is something that I ask people to maintain if they have the time and if they really
Mm,
want
mm,
to give in that effort, build their vocabulary. Write rapacious, beside it write the meaning extremely greedy, and underneath it also write extremely greedy or something like that. And take down other synonyms as well. Other synonyms like say mercenary or avaricious, words that we don't know or don't use generally. But when you remember this word by greedy or these few words by greedy, you will see that it's easier to use these words in your daily vocabulary. So instead of saying greedy, my landowner is greedy, or my house owner is greedy, you can say my landowner is rapacious. That way you can use a separate word. Okay.
mm. mm, mm.
All right, so try this technique out. This
Yeah.
has helped me a lot. You can check and see if that's something that helps you. Okay.
Sure, sure, sure.
All
Thank you so
right,
much.
and
It was
obviously
nice
read
talking to
more.
you.